welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you a new G.I. Joe. And this time it is a Joe, right?
It is a Joe, yes.
Yes. I feel like we've done quite a bit of Cobras lately.
Yeah, there have been quite a few new Cobras released.
But this guy is...
Edward Torpedo. I think it's Leialoha. So I'm guessing he's maybe Hawaiian?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yep, maybe so. Oh, look at the, like, what is that in the background? Like dragon
Yeah, some kind of like sea monsters or something.
But I like this guy. He's got like a harpoon gun and some, all the scuba gear on.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I've been waiting for to find Torpedo.
He looks really awesome. Let's take a look at the back of the box. And of course, these are by Hasbro. Oh, it shows you. He's going to come. Oh, we will get to see his face. And then he's got the tank and the mask. Harpoon gun, other weapon looks like, maybe a little knife, and his fins.
Yes.
So that's really cool. What is it showing in the other pictures? Just a little bit of close-up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Close-up of his wrist. He's got probably like some dive equipment. And I'm not sure what the...
And these are the, what inch figures?
6.
6.
So he's actually 6 inches exactly.
Okay. And the side, oh, that's cool.
Artwork figure number 73.
Yes.
I think.
On the other side.
You can scan the code, and I think it takes you to kind of get some more information on him.
Let's go ahead and get
Torpedo
out of this box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. All right, so there's
Torpedo
out of the box, and with his accessories.
And I didn't put it out, but they do come with a foot locker, like they
has his number on there.
Do so it is the name and
his number,
G.I. Joe star, and then of course the number and everything.
Yeah, so very cool.
You can store the accessories and stuff in there. Yes,
so that's a cool way. If you want to hang on to those, you can kind of also see which characters you have. You line them up on the shelf or something.
That's true.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories first. I like these. These are his
flippers.
Yes. Hold on one second here. Let's see. There we go. You can get a good look at his flippers. Very cool.
And I think the nice thing that I like is, if I remember correctly from the 3.75 figure that I had growing up, like the flippers were just stuff that it basically just stuck to the bottom of his foot. Whereas these actually slip on like.
Oh yeah.
Like actual flippers. So.
Yeah, I think maybe also like the snow, one in the snow, the snow G.I. Joe figure. I think maybe his were like that too. There was a hole in the bottom of the foot, so that's cool that they make it a whole flipper and goes right on his foot. Very cool. And then he has this weapon.
Yeah, the harpoon gun.
So I was tricked because I thought this was maybe like pliable or like a rope or something, but it's actually molded like that.
Yeah, but what this is actually like, because you don't want to like lose that stuff.
Right.
So you would put that around your arm or whatever. So that way if you accidentally let go of it,
But isn't this made of like a rubbery thing when in real life? Yeah. So so that's so you don't want to lose that harpoon. You got to reel it back in and put it back in there. So, and then he has, it's funny, that looks like an airplane on the end of the harpoon. But very cool detailing. Looks awesome. And so this doesn't really fit on him anywhere, because sometimes...
I mean, he can hold it, but yeah, I don't think it clips on. There is a thing on the back we can look at on the... But I'm not sure. It does have a place to clip something, like on the bottom of his rebreather.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it's the rifle or the spear gun, because obviously that would kind of stick way off, but I'm not sure exactly what clips on there.
Yeah, I would think this, because it just seems like you couldn't very carry a spear gun or swim around very well with a big spear gun attached, so you'd have to hold on to it. So he would like to make the man of the boat hold it until he went up and got it. But anyway, there you go. There's the tank in the back. It looks kind of modernized.
Yeah, so this would be like the Navy SEALs. They actually have like a rebreather, so instead of having like the single, like if you see like scuba divers, they have one hose that connects to the regulator.
Right.
And of course then when you breathe out, bubbles come up. Well, obviously, if you're trying to land on the beach or whatever, you don't want bubbles coming up, so it has the other tube, so everything stays contained in the tank.
There. That's awesome. Yay. So hence the 2 hoses. There you go. And there you go. You got the goggles on there. And I don't think, do they come off?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Well, the whole mask
helmet
comes off.
Yeah. Whoop.
Whoops.
And the whole head comes off. There you go. I was gonna, yeah, I can show it now. Very cool. That's neat. So he's got, what do you call this again? Anyway, there's a hood. It's like a hood.
A hood, yeah.
Yeah, that you fit on there, but I thought it had maybe a special name. But anyway, he's got some cool detailing around here. He's also got a little red dagger down here in case he gets trapped in a net or something. There's the look of that. And then, let's see, he's got another holster on this side, but it looks, is it closed?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's that. Some kind of dive equipment, I'm sure.
But anyway, I like the light gray and the black, and then the darker gray back here.
Yeah, it's definitely really a cool looking G.I. Joe.
And I like that you can do that. You can just, pop his mask off and it stays like there.
Oh, yeah.
So then that way it doesn't get lost as like some little...
Now, if you want to, they do pay. It does peg into the side of the
tank.
So
okay.
You could take it off if you didn't want to have it on. It doesn't just
hang in there.
Have to be there.
All right, I'm gonna let you. And there's his weapon, and then I'm gonna let you show off his articulation.
All right, so he's gonna have articulation at the neck. These are always really well articulated. So he can obviously look from side to side. He can look down some. He can look up. So obviously, if you want him like in a swimming pose, he can still be looking forward. And like a lot of the Joes, you can see there's also a point at the base of the neck. So that will give him increased range of motion. He has the double butterfly shoulder, so you can see he has increased range of motion. He can go further back than just the 90 degrees, and then of course come across his chest some. It will also like rotate and extend. He has the bicep swivel, the double elbows, and then the dual wrists. So the wrist will bend or pivot, and then also bend. All right. He also has 2 points in the torso, one at the waist that will allow him to go from side to side, and then the ab crunch in the mid torso, which will allow him to crunch forward. The backpack will kind of keep him from rearing back, but just pop the. He has articulation at the hips, so they're the drop hips, so they will have great range of motion. They'll go forward and backward as well as side to side. He has the thigh swivel, the double knees, the mid calf, or this is kind of like lower calf point of articulation, and then the ankles will pivot and roll to help him be flat-footed and stable when you're posing him. So awesome G.I. Joe, and glad to add Torpedo to our G.I. Joe classified collection.
All right, so there's one last look at
Edward Torpedo Leialoha.
Awesome. Getting pretty good at saying that name. So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.